All right, so in this video, we're gonna be talking about your leg drive when you're snapping. So far, most of the stuff we've dealt with is a lot of upper body mechanics with the elbow and then shooting the hands through. And now it's gonna talk about the lower body because everybody knows power comes from the lower body, speed comes from the lower body. So if you can snap and you just don't quite have the speed there yet, A, I'm gonna tell you go to the weight room and throw up some weight. And then B, let's see how your leg drive functions and works. So I'm gonna take you through what the leg drive is and my little tips on maybe improving it or doing it for the first time. All right, so back in my stance video, I talked about how a lot of your pressure should be in your hip and some tension in your hamstring. This is because when you snap, you want to be able to leg drive. And so I guess the easiest way for me to show what the leg drive is just by doing it. So if I was to get down into my stance, the leg drive is that part. All right, it's that part where you're shooting your butt up, you're using your hamstrings to propel you through the window when you're snapping. Now, I've seen some drills online and other coaches that tell you just to practice your leg drive just by going down the field and just like doing that over and over again. That can work. If that's what works for you, then do that by all means. Personally, I felt like it's something that came more naturally to me, so I didn't really have to work on it a whole bunch. So I guess for drill wise, that's the only drill that I know of or I can think of to work on your leg drive is just getting set up and not even necessarily putting your arms out, just scooting down the field that way. So incorporating this into your snap, it should be a smooth process. I like to think about doing it as my elbows are driving. So you get down, I drop my elbows, I'm also shooting my legs. So it's at the same time, it's the same process. Right now I'm on kind of weird turf, but something to remember is that when you're driving, your feet should drive the same amount. If you have one that's going a lot more than the other, it's gonna cause you to come out in an angle. And so when you have it lined up, you're shooting straight down the middle. If you shoot like this, guess what? Now you're gonna be throwing the ball to the right. It's not anything wrong with your hands. It's not anything wrong with your elbows or your technique. But your legs are displacing where your original target line was. And it's creating more difficult to snap straight down the line. Honestly, leg drive isn't something that I've really personally had to work on. It kind of came naturally, so I don't have a whole bunch of information on that, and I apologize for that. But the drill that I did demonstrate there is something that I have seen online from other snapping coaches, and I think it does help if you're not used to using your legs. But for me personally, if you want to improve your speed and you want to improve the velocity of your ball going back, it's just lifting weights and getting stronger. If you get stronger, everything else is going to become faster and more explosive. So if you have any questions, comments, again, leave them down below, and thank you for watching.